Hi everybody and welcome back to another daily demo alley. And today we have a special, Steam Next Fest version of the Fleshinsane game. It has done some changes to the balancing, and now we are back to check it out and replay it on the asking of the developers. They appreciated and they liked me playing this, and I enjoyed the game to a point. The balancing was all over the place, and the ramping up, it was crazy. So now we are back, and we're gonna check out how the game changed. As I said, Steam Fest Next started. We're going strong. We're gonna check this out, and we're gonna play the new version of the map. Any changes? Maybe a lot of music. So right now, just a start.
Ice-cold air leaked from the open passage in territory unknown to us. I remember hatred for the beast and how it led us deeper into the darkness. I remember just ambush. I was the last man standing and decided to fight. For a moment, I thought I was dead. Screaming beasts flashing before my eyes, an unknown squad trying to help me. Darkness.
Oh, and now we have a gun. Right click gun, right click gun. Yay! Wait, let me Unknown organism. Where am I? What the hell is in this place? These bodies, armor. What's going on? My head is just splitting open. There's something burning in my chest. That crystal? I feel like it's pulling me towards it. Why is it important? The unknown man rose slowly, his hands shaking, clinging to the cold floor as if they were only anchored in a strange world. He exhaled heavily, looking around him. Dead bodies lay everywhere, eyes empty, frozen in eternal horror. The walls like withered skin, holding this place captive. Is he talking to himself? Unknown organism to myself. Wow, Crystal. It's calling me. I have to do something for him. But what? Why can't I remember anything? Oh my God. His gaze clouds over and the pain of his head intensifies, but he is determined to move forward ahead of him an elevator. Yep. Like the design is very nice, as I said the first time around. Let's interact. Here, pick it up. And the fact that the sword is floating is funny. Alright, first unknown organism in his own language. New meat, come down. Who there this time? What? We never see this heavy armor a long time. Big kill. Wow, are they talking like that, or is the translation missing? Oh, actually, this is really good kind of balance. Music is still banged up. I'm supposed to die. I don't think it will last much. I blow us, no one lives. What? You want to blow me? That's... Okay, so this happens if you actually can play this. Now I get spawned here. Unknown organism to himself. Alive again? But how? Just now they dead, that's for sure. What is this place? In front of him stands a small oddball character, a small merchant who immediately starts talking. He has a lot of strange gadgets and weapons in his belt. Unknown organism. What is the writing and how is this presented? What is this place? Unknown organism interpreting him. The chosen one. I waited so long for the capsule in front of me to give birth to it. That's weird. My name is Tairiki. I'm local merchant selling junk. Vigorously. I like this thing in brackets. Oh, but the repeatable burgling is just... Do it once. Burgle once. If you're not gonna use words or voice actor, just gurgle once and then let the text flow. That's it. I see you got the crystal. Yes, you see that sparkle. It's in you now. That pebble is the key to everything. You may not even know it, but you're already dead. Ha! But don't worry, man. We're all like that around here. I told you this would happen. It's not the first time I've seen you kind. Dead man? Wait. What are you talking about? Dead man, wait. What are you talking about? The crystal. The crystal! That's the main thing. But you have it for a reason. It's your power now, so you're gonna grab a weapon. I've got a bunch of gizmos here for people like you, or you can just die again, your choice. But if you take something, you'll have better chance of survival. You want to survive, don't you? Find 2 keys to open these doors. You need 2 ancient keys. 2 ancient keys. That's the only thing out. Take that elevator down to find keys. Keys. 2 of them. What the fuck? Why are you wearing physician armor? Didn't you get all massacred by the nomads? I guess I'm... How did they get here? You got the crystal, that's all that matters. Alright, let's pick a weapon and move on. We won't last long here without a gun. Talk to Alia, she should be in the corner upstairs. I've got nothing, so this will increase from 2 points. 3 strikes, speed, and we need to buy the rest. Motikar. Unknown organism present. I am Motikar, for your assistant. The pioneers before you left electrical signs as to which room contains which items. I will deliver the nearest items from the room so you don't have to waste your time. What happened to the last scout? The last scout was torn to pieces by cannibal fish. I am your assistant. If you bought a weapon other than a pistol, it will appear in the room that has the weapon item. If you want to get the purchased weapon, go for the sign. Okay, this is actually explaining some of the stuff from the rooms that they had issues with. I'll see you on the other side of the village. Here, recruit, I'll help you get used to the place. Remember, every time the paths change, like a maze. There is no point in memorizing paths and locations. So move around, pause the spacebar dash. Okay, that actually teaches people how to play. Further, you can learn pop-up weapons yourself. How to escape out of here. This guy? I can't. Okay, let's see if I can talk to her. And no longer is smiling. So pretty boy, new guy. Looks like Tariq's already giving you something along an island. Don't be scared. We all started out once. You know, I can see you all get used to it. Just don't lose your head or at least not the right way, okay? You call me Ayla. I'm the local mechanic. I can fix anything not related to organics for a good bottle of vodka. Of course. I don't know what's going on here. I took that crystal. Ever since then, evolved. It's like the world's gone crazy. It's okay, trust me, everyone here has a little bit of their own reality, so hang in there. I was told you'd go down with, to the generators and try to find the key. Good luck, we'll get to know each other closer if you come back alive. The problem is the keys should be round, not square, and the last time the keys were round, they belonged to the past scout, who was never seen again. Rumor has it the senator himself got them. So, key to that. I don't know what unlocks this. Never did. Figure it out. Let's go down. Let's see how the new balancing is. And if it's worth playing this. Okay, the gun is actually really powerful. Okay, we got 100. But I'm just wasting keys, this is too slow. Okay, I don't have anything for the dash, so I'll take the harvester. The harvester is you pick up a guy and chuck him at the other guys. Like the design and the look, everything here looks cool. Okay, let's get a buff. The buff is better because we don't have any other guns. And the only good gun is the one. Oh, only 2 rounds. I'll definitely do that. Which point can I suck him in? Oh, space. Yeah, space. And I died. Okay, that was quick. Especially, it's the beginning, so I don't care much. Do we get to talk to this guy? What's going on here? What village are you from? Village? And this rough muzzle with small and gentle eyes lit up. In the blink of an eye, he expresses from aloof and thoughtful look to a menacing and extremely aggressive. What village are you from? Let's take it easy. I don't want any trouble. I have no idea what villages are you talking about. I don't even remember who I am. The only thing I know is that I have a crystal. Listen up, my name is Carias. I'm one of the founders of this village. If you want to survive, stay away from the deserts or those who came to the ship from outer spaces. Those who were not born on the ship are there. They come from outside, light, alien, crazy about the enclosure, space, killing anyone who ventures there. And those who recently arrived are time-bombed. Their minds slowly fading, they don't belong here. We are children of the ship, we know how to survive here. They are strangers, this place is a cage to them. Their minds are broken, they are no longer human, they are predators. You are one of us now, learn to survive on the ship, will eat you alive. But they must find a way out, and told there was keys. Keys are there, but they are down among the cold generators, that's where the cannibal fish. The ones that killed you earlier live. Consider this your chance for revenge, but be careful, one weapon isn't enough, you have to be smart with them. You're gonna need my artifacts, they're gonna make you super soldier. Yeah, more health, run speed, strafe, shield sucks. So yeah, let's go for the weapons. You can buy shotgun sucks, grenade launcher is the best. Can upgrade shit for 10, but I don't care, I'm gonna go with Dobita's lover. And 2 points of damage, no strength, slow. This was 3, this is 2 points of damage. 3 should help. It's lower, but it whacks with a punch. As you can see. Okay, so explosive, I guess? Hold straight. I'll take the harvester again. I forgot they needed to press space to use it. That's kind of annoying, so I wasted time and got hit a bunch. Okay, the balancing is decent. At least the lower levels. Let's see how lucky it is. Oh, there's the big guy. Yep, I'm doing so nice damage. Did everybody else die except him? Let's collect this and then we'll deal with this one. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't do anything. Yep, and I died. As expected. I didn't do any damage to him, which is annoying. Okay, I have 200. Or I have a katana, I'll need 300. So let's just go down. He should give me some good stuff, right? Moving on, strip attack. Strip track, no. I'm just gonna go for katana. Probably just take the sight. The problem is it takes too long to collect all of this shit. Like, hold that, hold this. Like, fighting is 10 seconds. This is like, hold this, hold that, hold this, hold that. Kind of annoying. Also, should probably upgrade the pistol. The pistol is one of the best weapons in the game. Okay, hit him. I can hit him. Just need to wait for him to do this shit. And I'm doing decent damage. How the fuck did he just took all of my health? That's bullshit. I was like, what the I hate that bullshit. Okay, katana. How much damage does it do on base? That's 1 damage base. That's fine. I think I can run with katana for a while now. Pistol, all of the upgrades cost too much. Sniper rifle sucks ass. Okay, let's see. Let's just do katana. Okay, now we need to do a bunch of runs. The shield guy is still annoying. The shield guy is still utterly annoying. Like, just beyond stupid. The fact that he blocks everything and you can't break his block. Like, even with a heavy weapon, you can't break his shield or stagger him or anything. That's the worst thing about this. They lowered from 4 rolls to 3 rolls. That would be cool on my side. How about I shoot you at... Oh, or I shoot you at nothing. Why am I not doing this so well? Why does he just die? Wasted it. Really bugged. Okay, come at me. He's bugged. He just took so much of my health. That's insane. The problem is in going down a level, which is the worst of all of them. Next level is just the worst. I cannot beat it. There's no way I can beat this level without having my sight fully upgraded. And I just showed you why. Let's see if there's nothing. All I can do is try and collect so many. I'm not fast enough to dodge it. Just got killed by a little tiny tyke. Little bastard. Okay, so katana costs a lot of upgrades. I just want to save for the soul eater. Just do that. I think that's the best course of action. Just save for the best gun I can use. And then I need health. But I'm just doing this for skill. I'm doing skill. I'm doing skill run, only skill.
Detected.
I might take the strength actually. Gotta get used to that, having that constant. Look, the bug, like the third one was literally in a wall. Jesus, what is with the level? No, don't lose me. Come on. Pure skill run. Pure skill run. Only skill. What can I get? This is the only thing I know that does well. Everything else I have no idea what it does. Only 400. Need maybe 2 more runs to get to 700 to unlock the site. Then I'll just upgrade the site. Yeah, I can throw them. I wanted. Oh shit! Cannot strafe, cannot do anything. What the fuck is it? Oh no! Why is that bastard over there? Great, I got electrocuted. Yep. As expected. Have shit. No shit help, basically. Oh, why am I slowly getting out now? Wait, why is the game... Why did the game slow down like this? What the fuck? Game just absolutely slowed down. Okay, let's go to the menu, let's restart. Okay, now we are at regular speeds. That was just weird. I didn't lose any frames, I didn't bug out, it's not that, it's just a game. Maybe it turned on its Bitcoin miner, I don't know. I'm joking. I know the devs are following this, I'm just joking. Okay, let's get back to strafing. The balance is a little bit better, I must say. But I need to check how the weapons are. Like, actually how the weapons are. Right. Because the gun is pretty good. Like, the gun is actually amazing. How did I get hit? I dodged. Okay, he's gonna end in a moment. Yep, I didn't pay attention for a second. He ended me. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Need 100 more. The fact is, previously on the first level we had a lot more enemies. First row, we had a lot more enemies, so we basically, I could grind like 200-300 I think of these coins just in the first level. And that's why it's easier to grind there, but down you get less. And then instantly on the second level we have a guy who need to actually deal with properly. You can't just run past. Actually the first 2 levels had, except for the little shield guys. The problem is this guy is instantly here right now in the previous 2 times. And I got killed by these motherfuckers. Okay. Back, gonna buy the Soul Eater, which you should probably watch out if that's copyrighted, you know, Soul Eater manga. Maybe change it to the Soul Devourer. Okay, his starting damage is 06, and I can upgrade him. 5 strikes, attack speed. That's why I like the attack speed. So yeah, it goes really burr. So let's try and go burr on these bastards, and let's go super burr. how this goes. The ramp up the damage is good, but it's not as insane as the first version that I played, because that ramp up was like from sword barely hitting them to literally every other weapon the moment it got upgraded, like sword barely damaging them, and now every other weapon just literally blowing them away. Like I would go through like 10 of them in the first level in the previous version and just whack, 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 swing, 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 that, swing, that, swing, that, like one, swing, that. This is a bit more, you know, you still need to have a full chain of these attacks to get through even the basic ones. Oh. I keep forgetting I don't have one specific upgrade. Which is the ability to cut their, destroy projectiles. Does it even have it here anymore? Melee bullets strike. Enemy can destroy enemy. Oh, oh yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna get right now. Not the upgrade to damage, I'm getting that. Because that saves my ass so much. Especially against these bastards who shoot. I can be swinging in their general direction and still survive. See, now I even go through this pretty quickly. So my tactic is get the weapons as you go, but don't level them up. Get the best weapon, which is the scythe, and level it up. Like just grab that. Okay, I have the upgrade. Oh, I want to explode this. With them still there. Fine. I'm definitely shooting for now. Until I can cut their projectiles. I can straight, but don't somehow take damage. Come on. Come on, get me. Come on, bitch. You can take all of my health in one swing. That was close. Music is still great. Music is nice. Okay, where was the chopper? Yeah, give me something useless that I want to use. I'll rather forget to use. Yeah, like that. Alright, let's see how we can deal with the rest of the guys. Okay, let's see. Where is the big boy? Right there! That's bullshit! That's absolutely bullshit. I'm gonna die! Because I got stuck and I cannot shoot! Cannot shoot! Cannot shoot! Cannot fucking swing! Why is it saying cannot shoot? Why is it paralyzing me? That's the biggest bullshit about that poison. It literally paralyzes you. You can't do diddly squat. Okay, I get this. Run speed, health is good. I'm gonna go with damage for now. Let's see. 06, that goes to 07. This starts more. I don't know. I'm gonna have to grind a lot. I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to get through the machine guy until I boost up this tutorial. Let's see how. Okay, still doing 06 damage. It's like not picking up the upgrade. Let's see if I put it to 7, if it's gonna pick up 07. Because it doesn't say, maybe it just doesn't say the the 2 decimal points. It just goes for 1 decimal point. I said I'll have enough for an upgrade at least for 1 or 2 levels for the site. Unless it dies stupidly here. Wow, he just flew through me. Okay, start to meet these guys. guys just die. So I can play with this big boy. Yeah, it's so sick, so sick, so sick. Okay, got him. Got 2 levels of upgrades. I'm constantly gonna forget that I have this. I pick it up for the 3rd time in a row and constantly forget I have this. That's okay. I don't mind. Come on. Ah. Oh, who did I waste all my ammo on? Can you come here so I can electrocute you and these guys? Ah, fuck! I need to upgrade my health, that's for sure as well. Okay, back to this, back to upgrading the katana. So 07, it can go to 075, and it can go to 08. Let's add, so fire, electric spell, poison spell, which one should I add? Fire is decent, let's go with poison. So now we can do some 0.1 poison damage, which is nothing, but sure. And also should upgrade the pistol because the pistol actually does constantly stay, unlike before when it didn't stay. You needed to pick it up for the one of those rooms that you go down. And again, I forgot that I had upgrade to. See, this is a bug. This is not okay. Like, I think you can use it still, which is weird. But being that in a wall like that. Maybe the character can't stand on it, I don't know. I'm not gonna test it. Fuck. Why am I in this? Okay, so at least it's doing 08. It's doing 08 damage. Yes, exploded. Okay, I gotta focus. I'm losing focus. I need to skill this shit. Goddamn bastard. Come on. Come on, come on, let's fight. Yep. He's still not taking poison damage. Great. You can poison them all you want, they still can't take poison damage. At least he died faster. And now I have no idea what this. Oh, this is good at least. Poison damage. Permanent circles of damage. The way it goes down with you and all that is kind of buggy. It looks like it's a bug, not proper going out. Oh great, he spawned instantly there, and also these things spawn. How much damage does this do? Yeah, all 3. Okay. It's a little bit less than my main thing. Poison is doing all 2, which is fine. No poison for me, bitch. You no whatever that is. It's getting a little bit too loud, yes. I should tone it down. I'm gonna do it. At this point it's getting too loud. I'm gonna kill everybody else. And I think I did. Can I pause in seconds? Let's go down and see how that goes. Fuck, okay. I can't approach him actually. I don't think I can kill him. Fuck, I missed completely. should stay away from it. Okay, still do a decent chunk of damage to him. Yeah, trigger him to shoot, but this is probably the best way to fight him, actually. Drop something. Kiting him around like a small area like that, that's the best way to fight him. The problem is I'm not gonna survive the boss fight for a second. Like, I don't have the amount of health. How did I just get through 188? Jesus, I get so little these credits and points. How did you survive? No armor is too big for you. I know that armor. I killed your parent myself. That felt secure. Come on, I can finally hang my armor on my wall. Come here, you did. It's like I took possession of somebody's armor, not that I am this guy. Okay, did point shit damage to him. Okay, I'm doing some decent damage. Does he have like 180? Okay, these guys are dying a little bit faster. I gotta do the skill this. I gotta skill this out. Oh fuck. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Did I not hit him at all? Oh fuck, I ran into the sword. Okay, I need more health. At least it took him down to 80. Yes, that's something. Like, there is no story here. There's no, like, I come back, talk to these guys, they tell me something. Okay, so 200 is for the last level. That's it. That's my main gun. Clip size 4, that's decent. Increases in clip size. Target penetration is fine. Fire spell. Can I get something here that is more useful? The movement, the health, that's all great. Strafe attack, bullets, nah. Okay, I might as well upgrade the gun. This one I'll have constantly. So, no damage with clip size. Clip size is useless, it's pointless. Like, why do you mean clip size? I have this, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 clips. Like, what do you mean clip size? This is pointless. What the fuck? It's better if I take like spread shot or targeted or whatever. Let's just take spread shot. And let's get, I don't know, fire damage on it. Like, what do you mean clip size? I always have that, unless it's like the grenade launcher, which has 1, I guess. That's kind of weird. That's stupid. I don't know what the update is. It's like they don't know their own game. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I'm gonna start upgrading the pistol at some point after I finish some of the other ones. Oh wait, was it the same damage 8? I think no. I didn't notice what the previous level was. Ah, god, sorry, damn it. I mean, I have a recording. I'm too bored to look at it. Not bored, 200, no, not 200, no. Yeah, it's doing 08. It's not that great, but I mean, 5 attacks, 08. Really, how the fuck did you shoot me? Like, honestly, how in the bloody bullshits did you shoot me? I literally had been swinging at your face. I've literally had been swinging at your face for like a good second. Like, swinging and doing damage and everything. You should have been like, you should have cut that thing. I have no idea what these do. Literally have no idea what these do. They don't give me a skill, they don't show me. Maybe there's like no one's eye shows me enemies on the map, but maybe we already have a mini map. Give me an explanation of what these artifacts do. Anywhere. Maybe like later in the game as a codex entry after you pick it up once. Should have run away. Also, these obstacles are just boring. They're of no consequence. Come on, come on. Ah, bitch is running away. Too smart. It's like the projectile shows up in front of them, so I'm not actually swinging to cut their projectile. It's dumb. How do you like fire bullets, bitch? Do you really think I'm gonna let you shoot me while you... Okay, yeah, that's much better. I'm picking out more consistently. Mystic sight that I will forget that I have during the boss fight constantly. Let's go. I just want to collect the drop from the first. Care, don't care, don't care. Just want this. No idea what to call it. Nope, I missed completely. Oh fuck, I just lost all of my health. Like, one of these takes like all of my health. Like, I'm not surviving this. Yep. And at least I got some loot. Okay, I didn't really notice, so it's all 6 strikes, attack speed, sure. That's it. I don't need any of these, actually. Like, maybe this would be useful, but it's very slow. This 086 strikes, that's what, 30... No, that should be 40 something. Or, yeah, 42, 48, whatever. Yeah, 48, 4.8 damage if I land all attacks. And this is upgrade just 0.1. That's not that great. That's legit. Should I go target and ricochet? I should go ricochet most definitely. That is actually important because when I shoot the spread, it can just go everywhere. I should get the help. Wow, that's a cost increase. That sucks dick. Run speed. Maybe I should increase into run speed. Shotgun. I can get the shotgun, but I'm not gonna waste a level to go get that. Much better to increase this, but again, let's go target penetration. Like, the best thing is to just keep the pistol buffed up. Again, the first 2 rooms are... you barely notice them, and then you waste like half a minute just unlocking the chest. You don't even get, the music doesn't even get to start to play how fast you can. Harvester might actually be better against the boss. Because you slow down time, there's a lot of minions, you can shoot them at the enemies. I might try Harvester next. Because you constantly forget that I have this. Yeah. Oh, I got extra health, so you can lose extra health. What did I shoot there? Where did I shoot? come on over here. Wow, this thing is so wide. You bastard! You bastard! You didn't even show that you were attacking. You didn't go into the attack animation, you dick! Now I need to really be careful, because if I... Yeah, if he hits me in the head. Just excited, I will forget that I have constantly, because it's so far away, the edge of the screen actually. Sometimes I'm annoyed that I have UI in front of me, but sometimes maybe I shouldn't need it, because I'm a dumbass. Fucking really? This is why I need to strike him. I cannot shoot, I cannot move, I cannot do anything. That poison paralyze is bullshit. Ow. Ow. Yeah, do the continual fire damage on me while they don't take nothing. Technically I can cut through his things. It's just he has too much. Oh boy. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, I can start sticking right here. Oh, I can hit him through this wall. That's great. Awesome. Awesome development. Awesome exploit. Come on, die, bitch. Die from poison. Die. I wanna get you. To be fair, I killed him through a wall, he killed me through a wall. We're on equal footing. Again, that I'm calling bullshit on that. Thing is, I'm wasting my money if it's just gonna have the same damage. Clipside doesn't matter. Clipside is what? Nothing. Literally nothing. I need help. Oh, that's it? That's it? 5 HP? You're kidding me. No. Okay. No. 5 HP? What the fudge? Why would I get the 10 HP from the boost if I have 5 HP? Like I had 3, I upgraded 4 and upgraded 5 and that's it? No, this is rebalanced out the... Oh fuck, I forgot to take that cartridge. Balancing is whack. I will say that again. This is sad. This guy's AI is sad. Like, he needs to walk up against me, and only then he will attack me. And he is invincible. Like, he is literally invincible until he walks up to me and does that attack. Like, that's just... the AI is sad. Have an option for me to break his shield, have an option for me to, you know, go around him, slash behind him, poison him so he gets continual poison damage, not block again. Just that's sad. The machine gunner is at least interesting. You need to kind of, like, you know, fight around him, watch out, do some shit. Why? Yeah, the pistol is kind of nuts. The only other thing is that's more nuts than the rain launcher because it has like so much of the area of damage. Let's deal with the shit, that's not this. Oh, yep, there's more of them. Oh, I can kite them over here. Basically, the best thing to do with this guy is kite him. At least I can run through fire now. I don't think I could have run through fire before without taking damage. So they've rebalanced some of the health. Is he gonna die? Some poison, please. Thank you. Yeah, I need to dash because this thing is gonna stop me. And if it stops me and freezes me right next to him, I'm dead. Because I can apparently take damage even though I'm not, you know, even though I'm in a cutscene and stuff like that. And it's fun that enemies can take damage even though I'm dead. Because that happened during the boss fight with the worms. That it did in the second time I played this. So many times. This is too many. And it took so much damage. Ooh, let me try and get this without getting killed. No, I'm getting killed. It barely got past. The thing is, this pulls me closer to him, and I don't want to be closer. Okay, got into 80%. But this is not as fun as when I played the first time. When my damage ramped up so high, so fast, so big, that I ended up just butchering the guy. Just for fun, just going to him and just going through him. So why would they need this? Medkit on level 1 finish 2. Medkit level finish, why would they need that? Like, this is pointless. This upgrade is absolutely pointless because it has no use. If I have 5 health. If that's all the health I have. Like, player speed, sure, this might actually be useful. The strafe attack, cleric can attack with strafe. Not gonna use strafe much. So I'm just gonna take this. Oh, that's it. Player on speed, that's it. Barely noticeable. Like, is any of these gonna... No, nothing changes. I have no idea what this is. What keys I need for this. This guy is still here. Which is cool. But there's nothing else. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing secret. Maybe like a key that they find here and I can unlock that. Or like break this. So I can go... Or like go through here. Like this also looks like it could be explorable. But no, nothing. I think this is basically it. I got all the upgrades that I wanted. I have all the things that I do. I'm losing maybe concentration because I'm playing this for over an hour already. Like the only other thing that would... Oh fuck, I forgot. I went down instead of collecting the strafe. What I need now. This is also stupid. Like I don't have a strafe, I don't have nothing now. I'm just gonna fight and get myself killed pretty soon. That whole mechanic where the thing drops a thing and you collect... Ah, fuck, why did it have to disappear? So yeah, the whole mechanic where the thing drops, you need to unlock it and all that is pointless. Every other game that has like this is like a thing shows up literally as a pop-up and that's it. Just make it a pop-up. Look, he's ready to attack, and then I cancel him out because... And the only time he is vulnerable is when he is standing after an attack. Which is blah. Like if you want to have your game just have one boss in this is pretty much it. This is the difficulty, but this is not the difficulty that, or like ramping up that this thing should have. It's too wild, but not in a good way, in a good way this time. This is gonna be a big corridor with him at the end. Yep, there he is. Well, there's gonna be more of these Medusa bullshits. Yep, there they are. Gotta kill them. Oh yeah, I forgot, I didn't have a straight. So I'm screwed. But something killed them. Oh, was it poison? It was, yeah, being frozen like that doesn't not good. I got a common pistol, oh my god, it's worse than mine, or I don't know, fuck it, I didn't even get full ammo. I need to unlock weapons to get weapons from that, because why don't you just program it not to drop if you don't have any other weapons than the pistol? That's dumb. You just program it not to drop unless you have more weapons. Oh yeah, we don't have save, so... Why did they take that to the face? The problem is his swords return. Unless I destroy them, his swords return. So you can't really take more than one or two of his attacks. And the spawning of a bunch of these enemies is not alright. I switched to the site, I clicked the site and nothing happens. I don't care that you can see the mouse, none of these weapons are good. But the funny thing is that this is actually the best weapon. But there's nothing else I want. Like the strafe, everything here, none of that is useful. I can upgrade this and get nothing. The sniper rifle sucks ass. Just gonna get the grenade launcher, I guess. Look at that, 3 damage. 3 damage. I think it increases when you level it up, which is dumb. Especially so. Like, there's been rebalancing, obviously, it's visible, but it's been bad rebalancing. It's like they did it halfway because they needed to post this for Steam Next Fest. Fuck, I really got exploded by like that, really. Okay, let's see if the Harbinger is a better option. No, Harbinger. Don't disappear. Do not disappear my goddamn loot. Okay, wait, yeah, unlocked the... Let's try it. The grenade launcher is, I'm afraid of my own grenade. Because like halfway I can kill myself. Or half the time I can kill myself. Oh, here he is. Wait, why does he have formation? The fact that he triggered? What? Come on, this is boring. You're no threat. The only time you're a threat is when I'm like absolutely distracted and not paying attention. Stop it, don't take away my coins. Yeah, grenade launcher. Yeah, picked it up. It does 3 damage, the most damage anything does. You can pretty much one shot whole gaggle of enemies. And every enemy is gonna give me 1 bullet back. But I can kill myself just as easily. See? Yep, I'm killing mostly myself. It's not the other way around. And now the things dropped, and now I'm gonna pick them up. And he's coming over. I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna have to restart. These things are just annoying. Let's go past them. Oh great, there's these things. I have no idea what killed me at this point. He killed me. Because I was too close to him. And he shot. Like I see no use for any of these. Absolutely no use. None of this is this. Yeah, shield. Sure. Wow. 4 seconds. Yay. You can block any attack. If you block anything, there's no point. Just another attack is gonna come after it, and you're gonna die. Like when I shoot with this pistol and I shoot 3 bullets, that's basically 3 damage, and it's piercing and it's ricochet. So it's even much better than the grenade launcher. I'm actually gonna upgrade it. After this run, I'm gonna upgrade the pistol and see that you will see that it does nothing better. It doesn't get any. Like the upgrade is nothing. Literally nothing. Come on. Great, I'm losing attention, not paying attention. I'm literally not paying attention. I have no idea what the agent key does. I literally have no idea what half of this thing. Not half. I only know 2. Everything else is I have no idea. Maybe one of them gives me more cash. That's the only thing I might want to research. Did this just get some normal knife buff on it, or fire buff on it? Yeah, I explode myself. Yay, I explode myself. How about you guys stop shooting at me? Trying to dash, but I forget that I don't have it. Fuck! What fucking killed me? How? So he was shooting at me as he was dying. Great. So you will see, no damage, clip size doesn't change. The clip size is, what, 8, whatever it is, 10. I'm just wasting points at this point. No damage. No damage increase. No damage. No damage. Clip size 6. Clip size same. What the fuck is that upgrade supposed to do? Does nothing! It literally does nothing! Here, I can buy this. No upgrade in damage, no upgrade in clips. Nothing! How? How do you do this? How do you program this? How do you make this? Like how? How do you fuck up this much? Sorry devs, I know you liked my videos. I know you watch them. However many I produced. How do you fuck this up so much? Like, I'm confused. I can't get past the motherfucker to test the harvester. Like, how the fuck? Actually, I'm gonna do something. So I think the poison bugs out his animation. And he looks like he's still holding a shield while charging it. Yep, that bugs him out. Like, there's so much good about this game and then so much bad. It's not even fun. Okay, you just need to kill goddamn machine gunner without dying, so I can check out if I can do the harvester to the boss. I need to get rid of all of the systems. Oh, that's him over there. That's not good. He really took a lot of my health. There's absolutely no way I can remove the sting. Okay, distance. Okay, I didn't explode this time, surprisingly so. All inside that I wasted and getting the loot from here because I started this. I don't know, the balancing is just out the window. What this How is he... How are his projectiles going when I slow down time? His projectiles are going fine while I'm slowing down. I'm done. I'm done with this. This is just... How? What? Am I just bug texting this at this point? I'm done. This is just, I'm done. Like, the strafe attack has no point. Basically no point. This actually has some point, but if you're gonna do something else that you don't... There is no upgrade for the harvester, so harvester is... If you take that, this is pointless. You don't get this. This is absolutely pointless. Why would you get two? Why would you need two? You don't need two. Maybe in later levels, later upgrades, but you don't need two. There's no other upgrades, there's no other things to buy. Basically, some of the weapons, like the melee weapons, still upgrade a little bit. So, like, this goes from 03 to 04, this goes from 04 to 05. 3 strikes, that stays the same. 3 strikes, attack speed stays the same. 05 to 07, that's okay. 07 to this. So basically this, the most basic, the weakest goddamn weapon in the game, can damage 07.5, while the best weapon in the game, which is faster and has more strikes basically, can do 08. I just don't. The numbers here don't add up. I have no idea what. Like, range weapon, nothing is gonna increase here. If I click it to the max, nothing is gonna increase here. Shotgun, Sniper rifle, literally, Sniper rifle does 1 damage. Sniper rifle does 1 damage. Sniper rifle that is a charged weapon does 1 damage. Like, I can do this, increase this, let's see. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Still the same number of strikes, still the same number of everything. 1.5. Like, the katana is undoubtedly slower. 3 strikes, 3 attack speed. Like, the Soul Eater is the best. We'll do another one to get points so we can show you this. But no, that's just like, no. This is just a waste of time. Like, this is such a waste of time. Oh, use a key. Yeah, click, use this. And to go to get the key, that's even more pointless. Like, I've played so many runs, and I haven't found a single second chance that needed a key. Not a single one. Not a single one. If I found one, I could have, okay, yeah, that's still viable, but why would you go for a key that does nothing? Literally does nothing in the game. Even if you die, like, that's the bullshit thing about this game. What the fuck is he doing? Like, even if you die, if you kill the boss, if that's still the same as before, even if you kill the boss, the whole group of his minions is gonna bum rush you and kill you. And that's it. So you still get back to the location. Yeah, you get one key and then you get the other key to unlock the thing, but you still go back to the location, the starting location, without any of your buffs, any of your strafes, any of your, you know, harbingers, anything that you collected during the run. And then you need to face a special other boss that, you know, fuck, both of these is good. Actually, I'll forget to use the sighting as always. So you then need to deal with the boss, like a boss rush. This, I don't know, maybe this game. At the end, maybe, at the end of the day, some games are not gonna get that. Did you actually pass through all of that? Hit me in the face. And of course, I'm dead. Oh, this is just a line. There's nothing in between. I'm dead. Goddamn tiny little dick. I have no idea what hit me. Like he was shooting over there. I was killed by my own fire? Or by his fire? Really? Okay, back to here to show him this. So, 200 goes to 1.5. That's actually the best weapon in the game, probably. I don't know. Like this increases by 1. 1 strike, 1 death. Shotgun, I'll buy a shotgun just to show you. This animation is pointless. 1 damage. Clip size 2. 1 damage. My pistol is incredibly more powerful. And this upgrades 400? Why? Why? Just plain on why? Why would they pick anything else but the pistol? It's actually the best weapon from these guys, except for the grenade launcher. Grenade launcher is actually because it does 3 damage. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. This game has so much potential. It's so cool. The design is great. The weirdness is great. Everything here is visually just great. Just the balancing is awful. The worst balancing. The first version was you were so weak at the beginning, but the moment you started upgrading, you ramped up incredibly insane, and that was kind of cool because it delivers the power fantasy. That actually it is kind of cool. The second upgrade, this balance, is you're incredibly weaker. Less health, less damage, less everything. There's even less enemies, so you can get less credits or points or whatever. There's less levels. There is more, like, the enemies are way more spongier, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're like the same, but it's like that wasn't changed, but you do less damage. So basically, you can do less damage to the boss, and he's constantly spawning enemies, constantly spawning minions that you can't really kill that fast. Now it technically can, slightly a bit can. And then it's like, I don't know. And at one point, I haven't managed to get to this fight, but I did get to that part of the boss fight previously. Maybe they patched it out a bit. But he spawns like 20 guys around you. Like, just around you. And what are you supposed to do with that? You can't kill them fast enough. You can't, even with the AoE, even with like holding this, you can't really kill them fast enough without them hitting you a few times as they approach. So you need to kind of pull back. You need to fight against the weapon because, okay, I'm just gonna click. You're moving forward. You're actively moving forward with this weapon, which is insane. It's good if you're constantly killing, if one of these attacks kills the normal guys. But if you're literally approaching the boss, literally you need to click one and pull back. You need to fight like this, like you're fishing. You need to hit one twice and pull back, hit one twice, pull back, constantly fighting against. So you're basically hitting one instead of multiple times. Let's see if we go with the katana. Katana still moving forward, but it's slow, so you can fight it a little bit better, basically. Orbiters, whatever, leave it. Even this moves forward, but it's even slower. That does at least 2 damage. This does 3. But if you don't have a fast attack, you can't really cut through the bullet hell that's running towards you. So you need to have this. You can cut through the bullet hell. Rusty sword, what does that do? Even that is moving forward. You're moving forward too much. So when I'm standing close to the boss, really close to the boss, and I start doing this, I'm going into him. I'm hitting myself with him. I'm going up his ass, and it's not pretty. Like, it's absolutely not pretty. I'm going up his ass, and he's damaging me by just proxy there. So, all of this is just, I don't know. Like, the game should be cool, but, and I want to help the developers because they are really talkative in chat. They really want to, their game to probably succeed because it is a beautiful looking game. I'm gonna ignore the writing. The writing is awful. The writing is god awful, like absolutely god awful. I haven't seen worse writing than from one of my RP, friends. Like it's awful. Like if there's going to be a narrator narrating what's happening, don't leave the animation of the main guy and his text. Make it different color text. Make it show up somewhere else. Make it like, not fade out, but gray out the whatever screen and have different, like, make a difference when the narrator is narrating or like describing and when the main character is talking. There is absolutely no reason for the gobbledygook to go all the way while the text is going and to be so loud. The text is just weird. Like, not just, I understand. I think these people are. I did a little research. Maybe they're from Kazakhstan or somewhere where their English is not the main language. But for the love of God, proof chat that with somebody, with one of your friends who actually speaks proper English. If you don't, I could proof check that. Or send me the text and I'll rewrite it to sound, normal. Like somebody normal talking. I have friends who do that as a job. They can help me with that. But like the writing is, there's some so good potential here. And it's just, I don't know why. Just weird how it doesn't work. Balancing, completely balanced. Again, for the third time, I don't care. Third time, completely balanced everything. I said it before, this at the all the way bottom left, I need to have some kind of a codex. I need to have some kind of an explanation of what the items do. I'm not gonna spend, hours and days or whatever trying to figure out what one of those upgrades that I pick up does. Tell me, write it. Literally, don't let me open chests at the end of the section. Just give me a pop-up. Let me choose one of the things. It speeds up the game. It doesn't slow it down because those slowdowns are awful. You lose concentration, you lose focus, you lose the speed of the game. Just give me a pop-up. Say, here's 3 items you can pick. Pick one, 2 or 3. That's it. Don't open. Don't actually freeze the game. This game has problem with active states, I guess. I'm not a game developer, but that's the best thing I can describe. This game has a problem with active states because if you manage somehow to get to the worm fight again, if you die at any point, the rest of the guys that are there, the Inquisitors, are still gonna continue fighting. And in the first video that I played, even like the second one, where I got to the worm boss, the thing is, the guys literally fought. I died and they literally fought the worm and killed it. I'm not even joking. That actually happened. I think I have it on video. The states here, you don't have invulnerability states for certain situations. Like, I killed the big heavy guy. This little bastard drone flies up to me to give me the chest, which is pointless. It actually should drop it not at my feet. It should drop it at the next to the exit or close to the exit or in the area of the exit. Like that, he should just drop it there. But he flies in to give me the chest, freezes me in the position, but it doesn't give me invulnerability frames or invulnerability for that moment. And then the heavy ass bastard explodes and kills me and ends my run. This little flying bastard ends my run. Because I killed the heavy bastard, heavy machine gunner too close and he explodes. And he froze me. It's not that I didn't move away. I wanted to move away, but this guy froze me in the place. You need to give invincibility states for certain things. Or just remove them. Like this drone, okay, it's cool to stay, whatever. It follows you around, records you. Maybe it would be funny if he like drops some random comments. Just pop up bubbles above him or something. I don't care. but his usefulness as like a chest giving, upgrade giving machine is useless. He is actually a detriment there. Like, if it happens, currently I'm not affected by ground fire. Previously I was. So let's say I end up fight in fire, and he shows up and freezes me in place. I still take damage in that fire if I was standing in fire previously. Now it's changed. Now I don't get the fire damage from like the ground. But let's say that happens. It's literally the game taking away control from you and killing you without your input. If I died on my own terms, I was stupid, yeah, fine. I lost concentration, I died. But if the game kills me, I'm not gonna play the game. Like, and the same thing goes for the end of the boss fight with Senator, whatever the name, the fucking ugly ass bastard is. You kill him, there's a circle of enemies around you, they don't go away, they don't like run away. You kill them and then they just bomb rush you. That was the previous version. I think this probably works. And then you respawn here, you use a key on this shit, you open this, you use the key on this shit, you open this, and then you go fight the one boss. Like, if that's supposed to be the continuation of the game, that's kinda suck. None of the roguelikes that I played forcibly kill a player at the end of a boss fight. You just continue on. You go to the next area, you go to the next area, you go to the next boss fight, you go to the next boss fight. Like, if this is like, oh, you die there, you started the run there, you go to the elevator, you kill the boss, you need to get returned here, you get killed, then you, I don't know, go over here, go on a boss rush, then go to the different area, or maybe like down here opens up, you go to a different area, I don't know, like maybe you just use this to go to a different area and then repeat, go again down below, another boss fight. That kind of like a level design and story design is not that interesting. People like when they play roguelites to collect bullshit, to level up a lot, to get buffs, and then go on and continue on. I don't want to fight a boss while I have a good random build that I collected and then get killed by the game, forcibly by the game. This is like I mean, this is like if I played Hades, and on the first fight, I forgot, I think it's one of the Furies. On the first fight, you just get killed, you get back to Hades, Hades, and then you go to the next fight, but you lose all of your upgrades from the gods that you collect. That's not fun. That's absolutely not fun. Like here, they had, like, you had one starter area, then you had 4, if I remember well from my previous runs of this. You had 4 regular areas and then a boss fight. Now you have 3 regular areas and a boss fight. Considering the first area is even smaller than before with just 2 enemies, considering that the second one has 1 mini boss and the third one also has 1 mini boss, the shield guy and the heavy machine gun guy, which become pointless. Like, the shield guy becomes pointless incredibly fast. The heavy weapons guy becomes pointless the moment you get something as fast like this and you figure out that you can just run around him. You have a good arena to fight him in. They just become pointless. But in those 2 arenas, you don't get much. You can get 1 weapon, and then if you are down the weapon line, you're gonna get another weapon which is pointless. What, you change from grenade launcher back to the pistol, or what? That's the second chest is usually the same one that you get the first time. Or you can go to get 2 keys, I guess, or you go get 2 upgrades which you have no idea what they do, except I know 2 that do stuff: the sight and the the balls, the flying balls, and that's it. Like, there's so many things wrong about this game, but it looks so cool, and I want it to be, successful and cool. It's like everything is done well in the visual department, in the visual storytelling, except those random shit around the map that spawn. Like, that's just annoying. Your bullets get stuck on it, you get stuck on it. That's just remove all of that. those obstacles are useless. Like maybe the statue is very because you can hide it behind it, but everything else is absolutely useless. It's more of a detriment than a usefulness in anything. So like the visually great, music amazing, banger songs. Even like there's an animation, like a cartoon at the beginning. There is points for the story or where it's going, but like the gameplay, the thing that needs to keep your players here more than anything else, is not fun. It is not goddamn fun. The ramp up, okay, the balancing of the ramp up of your power is alright, but like if I can get to this best legendary weapon so quickly without even upgrading anything else. Now I upgraded as I needed to show you the pointlessness of the upgrade level system. This, I got to this, and then it's nothing. That's like the best weapon in the game. Am I supposed to play the next 5-10 hours of the game or however long this lasts with this thing? Just this thing? Like if there is, I don't know, maybe there is like hidden, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe the developers are actually smart. Maybe they developed this game in a more, I don't know, IQ 200 level, and I'm IQ 1. But like, and there is like special, you need to use special spells and fire spells, and there is things. I'm not debating that this couldn't be possible. Like there are games who have like level upon level of understanding of what you should use at certain areas or against certain bosses or against certain enemies. Like if you, let's say, for these lizard guys, the best weapon to deal with them would be to take this orbital lever, to have it electrified, to have it maxed out, and then you can kill like the boss easily. Like no problem, easy. Hit him 3 times, dies. Well, not 3 times, but you know what I mean. If I have to, if that boss has 100 health, and I do, let's say I use this, I do 2 points of damage per hit, and this is the slowest weapon. Do you understand how many times I need to hit him? 50! 50 times I need to hit him. 50 goddamn times, while I'm dodging his bullet hell, while I'm dodging his flying swords, while I'm dodging his swings that he swings at me when I get close, then I'm dodging his minions that are all over the place. Who is gonna play that? Like this, if I land 4 attacks, or all 6 attacks, I can get around 4 points of damage. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. This is just weird. I'm completely out of this. I've been talking so long. I've just been sitting here talking so long because, as again, this is good. All of this is cool. Everything is cool. This game is cool, but goddamn gameplay is so messed up. I know, I complained. The first version didn't have a gun. You didn't have a gun unless you pick it up. You have it here. You know, you have it purchased, but then they have a gun. They added the gun. I thank you, devs. I genuinely thank you, devs. You start with the gun because that's cool. You can then use it constantly. And every time you kill an enemy, an ammo for it drops. That's cool. But the upgrades. What is the point of these upgrades? The clip size, the damage, nothing changes. The clip size here stays this from the beginning. The damage doesn't change. Whatever upgrade you pick. It's what are we doing here? I like that there is like one of the best things that I like about some of the games like Hades and Children of Morta is that you have actual progression, tangible progression after each run. You collect some of the materials that you use to buff yourself, so the next run can be tiny bit, slightly bit easier, slightly bit better, slightly bit faster, slightly bit longer can run. No matter what you pick up during the run. You can unlock new weapons, you can unlock new characters, you can unlock new buffs, slight buffs, big buffs, low buffs, health buffs, whatever. I love this. This is what I loved about this game. You can unlock weapons that you just literally bring with you. Yeah, I want to fight with a slow and damaging weapon. Cool. No, I want to fight with a fast weapon. No, I want to fight with a really fast weapon. This, sure, all of this sucks, but you at least get the pistol. Like, under an hour, I got literally the best weapon in the game, maxed it out, got, well, hour and a half, whatever. Got the best upgrade, where you delete bullets in a bullet head game, that's great, and I got all the health and all the speed upgrades. Like, literally maxed itself out. Sure, maybe you're going for skill. Maybe you're going for extreme skill-based gameplay. And if you're going for that, sure, that this all falls, whatever I was talking for the past 20 minutes falls into the water. You just need to be skilled. You just need to be the baddest motherfucker bullet hell player ever. But that's gonna be a very low amount of people. And what? Is it better to have stupidly good players that maybe there's 100 people that buy your game, or thousands of players that buy your game because it looks cool and it's actually playable and different difficulty challenge people can play? Like, I got nothing. I absolutely got nothing. This is, I don't know. Honestly, I will try. I will try and get the devs. They offered me a voice chat. I will try to get the devs in chat to talk to them, and maybe they will enlighten me. Hopefully, they will enlighten me. I'm sitting here, being a dumbass gamer. Maybe I'm a stupid idiot. Maybe they will enlighten me. Like, they've added stuff. I'm not saying they haven't. They've actually added stuff. I appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate that. They've changed the game. They've worked on the game after, my first feedback. There's differences, but you can still fuck up even if you offer to change. Even if you do start changing, like, you can still fuck up. You can go too much. I don't know. I like this game's progression. I like this game's look. I don't even mind about the story, like, whatever. But, like, the gameplay, the main thing, it was fun before this balance. The ramping up was insane. You just go through, you mow everything down, you kill the boss, you go... The biggest issue I had was, like, the biggest issue I actually have with the mechanics in the game is the poison. The poison that hits you is incredibly overpowered, while any of these, like the fire, the electric, the poison, they all work the same. They all work the same. It is the same points. It's 0.2 damage. There is no status effects. There is no change. Like, fire doesn't last longer than the poison. I think I tried electric, it does nothing else. Like, it should stun, or at least, something. Poison, to you, blocks you completely. You can't do anything. Slows you down, you can't attack, melee, ranged, anything. And maybe I think you can dash. Maybe that's the only thing you can do. That's the enemy poison on you. While your poison does absolutely nothing. It damages as much as the fire. It lasts as much as the fire. It doesn't damage the shield guy at all. He blocks that. But why would they buy any of these other ones? It's literally just, I want to buy them because I want my site to have a green glow, or a red glow, or a blue glow. That's it, literally. Anyway, I've ranted about as much. I will try and get in contact with the devs, try to get them into voice chat, try to talk to them while I play. And with me, I have the developers for the Fleshinsane. Guys, can you introduce yourself for a moment, just so people know who who is on the other side?
I'm a game designer of the game. David. I was developing that game for 6 months for now. And this is Kuseo. He's a programmer who was programming everything.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. We are bad with YouTubing and thing.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Like blogging.
Anyway, you asked me before we started this how I found the game. Well, there is a very specific and very simple way I pick and choose games. I literally, as my intro goes for every of the demo alley that I do, is I go to Steam each and every day, and then I pick and choose like what game came out that specific day. Like if I don't know, today is October 15th, I go. I see the release date of the demo on Steam on that day, and then I just look at the games. I have some criteriums to like filter out, I don't know, Chinese copies, obvious scams, or like stuff that is, you know, I don't really want to install on my PC and run the exe file for. But when I came to Fleshinsane, the name was weird, to be honest. But what drove me in was literally the Steam page for it, for like the visuals of it, basically the look and feel. I don't really play roguelites, but the look of the game, kind of the design, the intro that is almost like a cartoon. I have no idea what was happening, but it was like, oh, this looks cool, let me check it out. And usually that's how I pick and choose the game. Sometimes I play some higher tier ones, but I usually go for the indies, and the indies, the coolest. It's usually how it goes. And yeah, that's basically my criterion. The thing that got me stuck with the game, which is why I did the first video, the second one, which, thank you guys, that's actually your video is the highest viewed video on my channel, the first one to reach 1,000.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, a lot of people saw it, I guess.
About the art, maybe David can say more information about art and artists who draw it.
Yeah, so you can tell who it is, because actually the art is the most beautiful thing. The design, the art is the most beautiful thing.
So, hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Yes.
What's your Twitch channel?
Same. It's by pen and paper.
Oh, I can find it for some reason.
Say about art style and artist.
Me?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
we talked about the artist.
We were. I don't know how he was drawing that, but we spent a lot of time to make it very detailed. This is the Blackbank style is the first for roguelikes, as well as the detailed thing is 64 by 64 pixels. Is I would say, if you compare to other games, it's the most detailed one. The thing we're lacking of is funding for now. We're looking for to find a publisher to finish everything. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, they like literally want to change a lot of mechanics, like add more and more features to make like I can't say it's like the greatest roguelike, but close to it.
No, there is a great game in this. Like there is here, because it's still the visual style is going to probably bring in people, but the gameplay needs to leave people in. Like it needs to.
Yes, it's have a big potential to become a really great game. Like much better than this demo version of it.
It's demo only, but there is proper balancing now. Will be.
I kind of had a rant in the video that's about to come out that I did literally like half an hour ago about balancing. Because
I saw that. The bosses were too tight. It was too things overstacked, and your health and speed was too.
Yeah, that was me. I kind of overstacked over the older version, and like the original video was the balance there was like you started extremely weak, but through upgrades you kind of become godlike, and people like the power fantasy about that. And that was kind of like okay. But when the current rebalancing for the current demo that's for the Steam Next Fest, I've noticed probably issues that I either didn't notice before, or I or they were more pronounced now. Like the upgrades, the whole upgrade system for the weapons. Like, let's say, the previous version, you didn't have access to the gun unless you got it from the drop, which I didn't like. When I buy a weapon, I want to have it from the beginning, and that's fine. And you added the weapon from the beginning. You added the pistol from the beginning, and I'm honestly saying that's great. I love that. But upgrading the pistol, you make it the best weapon from the ranged ones, because all of the other ones, like the shotgun, doesn't change. Like when I click upgrade for like upgrade level 1, 2, 3, nothing changes. Clip size stays the same, damage stays the same. The pistol is actually the same, but damage stays the same. The clip size kind of increases, but you already start with the max clip size, so it's kind of like nothing changes. And for I don't know what's changed in the terms of weapons, the melee weapons, because I didn't watch my old video.
We worked at that.
But like, either the enemies became tougher, or there was less, or the weapons became weaker. Because honestly, some weapons barely do change, and some weapons just don't feel as powerful as before. Like that's kind of the thing about the balancing that I had the issue. And like I like and I don't know what the design is. Maybe I'm not intelligent enough or something. But like the design of the fire spell, electric spell, poison spell on the weapons, sadly it looks copy pasted.
Like a what?
The elemental upgrades on the weapons.
Oh yeah.
So when I tried it before, whichever I chose, it had the same effect. It's just different color. It's not like poison, I don't know, staggers or electric staggers, while fire lasts longer or does more damage. They all do the same damage. They all do the same thing. While like the enemies, especially those, either the little guys, the little green puff spewing lizardmen, or later on the worms that come out of the ground, their poison attacks are too debilitating. It literally shuts you off completely. You get hit once, you get shut off, and then everybody dogpiles you. Especially the worm ones, because they're not just a projectile, they fall down, split into three, and then you cover a wider area that you're trying to panically run around. So like the balance here is not that great. I watched somebody else that you have a video of on your Steam page for like the showcase that you asked me to do as well. And they had kind of similar issues with the boss, the senator. I keep forgetting the name.
Yeah.
Where I don't know, maybe because the damage of the weapons was kind of scrunched. It has 100 HP, and the best weapon, like the legendary Soul Eater katana, which I commented in the video, you might want to check with the rights, because there's a manga with the same name. I'm basically just joking. Still, its damage can ramp up from 0.8 to like 4.8 basically, if you hit all 6 strikes. But that's still like barely 5 points of damage that you can do per like a charge at the boss, which is 100 HP is a lot to go through. And the spawning of the additional mobs during the boss fight, they are manageable, but I didn't even, when I played currently for the current video, not for the previous one, I didn't get to the moment where he spawns like a circle of enemies around you, which is even worse. I don't know what's that about. So again, I talked about a lot now. I don't know if you can explain some of this to me, because I just want to have an open chat, just help out as much as I can.
Yeah, so The thing is about the effects. They are in terms like they do like passive. Oh, sorry, poison do the. It slow down the enemies with some 2 attacks or something, and electrical is spreading up to like nearby enemies. But I say the balance have some problems with their damage level because it's we're just testing it out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, status we had experiments which was best for each weapon, you know, like to save the hardcore of gameplay with each of weapon.
Yeah. So the thing is, we're just testing out everything, and would you like to try out the new like version, the last one, to like delete the files and start from scratch?
I mean, if you have a new build, sure, send
Yeah.
it out.
It's on the Steam.
Oh yeah, I have that. You didn't patch anything unless you posted it right now or something.
Hold on, 1 second.
Like we posted today.
Yeah, I downloaded the today's version, yes, and I deleted the files that I did. So I
so you restarted from scratch?
Yeah, I started from scratch. I started from
scratch.
scratch.
Already mentioned about this year. So you already played?
Yeah,
tested?
I basically play tested it.
Okay.
Did you talk to Drone?
Yes, I saw the drone. Yeah. The
oh,
drone
okay.
is...
It's a new version, yeah.
Because I played the previous version yesterday and the drone wasn't there, so I see the drone here, and I can talk to him now. And
do you like him?
Yeah, but I like him. That's one thing I also commented in the when I recorded the video today. I like him here as like a companion that can maybe give you an additional information about stuff and world building and all that. But I don't like him in the levels.
Why? Okay.
I understand his job there. Like, he is there to drop you the upgrades that you chose to go down the path on the previous level. And that's in-world description or like work. That's a good idea. But I have an issue with when I defeat the heavy machine gunner. If I'm too close and he is too close to me, he will freeze me. Actually, the little drone will freeze me to deliver the package, but it doesn't give me the moment's notice to run away from the heavy machine gunner. And then he explodes, kills me, and that's my run because the game basically froze me. It wasn't me. I know that the heavy gunner explodes. I learned that for multiple times, but that kind of a thing and it freezes, kind of slows down the gameplay. Usually from the roguelites that I played, it's basically whenever you finish a level or you finish the area where you get kind of a buff where you choose one of the trees, it usually just pops up. It's a pop-up. It shows you here, you got these 3 upgrades, pick one, go next, pick one, go next. Less of the time there's some fanfare. Sometimes there's like click a chest, it opens, but it's like instantly opens, gives you the 3 options and goes. The first level that you currently made, where you removed a lot of the enemies and you just left the 2 enemies, which is fine, like for the first run, for when you just have the rusty sword, so you don't have much damage or you don't know the game much. It's a really nice tutorial, basically. I go through it so quickly. The battle music doesn't actually start. I just swing the sight so many times so quickly that I kill the 2 guys and continue. But then the game crawls to a halt because the little guy drops the chest. I need to hold once to unlock it and then once to open it.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Time. And you always get the same 3 abilities. I understand that as well. Like, you wanna, that's your starter ability that you're gonna keep for the rest of the run. It should just be a pop-up. Like, and maybe like save the key that you get like for something extra that you might get during the run. And it consumes an item that's not necessary for that. It's always the same abilities, and like that's that's the whole point of it, just to get the first 3 abilities, just to pop up, because otherwise it just slows the game down. If somebody just wants to go and grind the first few levels to like get the gear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What'd you say?
No, nothing.
So
Okay, so I have just a question. So what's the main concerns for the balancing stuff? Like, is there any like huge problems or something?
there is no well, except for the weapons that actually have absolutely no upgrades. Like the biggest issue is I think the shotgun, and I think even the grenade launcher. When you click to upgrade from level 2 to 3, nothing upgrades. Like you don't get the damage boost, you don't get the clip size. You
Yeah.
basically waste the whatever what was the name of the currency. Basically, you waste the currency for nothing. Nothing changes. That's kind of the biggest thing, because for when you play these kinds of games, especially in my case, some other people like playing games where you lose everything and you start over. I literally played one today. It's called Sulfur. It's a first-person shooter roguelite that has good ideas and kind of wacky design, but the moment you die, you lose everything. Like literally everything. And there is no upgrades that you can get in the base or like the starter area, which you can just incrementally increase your power to make the next one easier and easier, and finish the first chapter, and then the next one is gonna be harder, but you can again level yourself up, kind of. Here there is one of the things that actually kept me with this game is because there is this progression. Like when I grind up a few of these currency, I can buy the Orbitas lever, and then I can hit harder. I grind a bit more, I buy the heavy katana, I start with the heavy katana, I go there. I grind a bit more, I get the soul eater, I start with the soul eater, and then I can buff it up to the max and stuff. So people like progression, and if I click on like Orbital's lever to upgrade it and nothing changes, or I click on a shotgun or a grenade launcher to like increase its damage and nothing changes, maybe the people won't notice it first, but that's not a good thing. The other balance is well, I don't want to complain that I'm bad at video games, but the boss is a thing that has too much health.
Yeah, 100 right now is too much.
Yeah, it's 100. It's 100 HP. So, and he spawns too many minions. But as I said, the first version that you had that I played, like what was it, a few months ago? No, not even a month ago or something.
Well, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago actually. Time is an illusion. That one I played, as I said, it was difficult at the beginning, but the moment you started using points to upgrade yourself, it ramped up to a point where I was a god, and that was a fun thing. People like to have that kind of an experience, but it was a demo, and I don't know if like this is the only 4 weapons you have. Like if this is the only 4 weapons that the game is gonna have, that it needs to be a completely different way or speed that you acquire it. I basically started a fresh save now, and I got the Soul Eater in under an hour, and leveled it out almost to full under an hour. That was like, I don't know, maybe 10 runs or something like that. So that's kind of like the balancing issue. It needs to be. I'm not a game dev, I'm not trying to do your job. Just as a player, I can say that it needs to be fun. The progression needs to be,
Of course.
I pick up a few things, I get more powerful, I make kind of a build, and then I continue on to, kick ass. And here, the balancing with the levels is alright. You start slow, then you have like a mini boss, the guy with the shield, which is not even a danger at all. Then you have the heavy machine gunner, which is a danger, and you need to figure out how to deal with him. And that's also a good balance that you did. I think previously he turned and shot quicker than before. Like, I noticed that he's a little bit slower to turn. He's still shooting a lot, but he's slower to turn. So you can kind of
but
kite around
for new
him.
players, it's pretty tough to like kill a single boss actually.
And then,
Yes.
those mini bosses, the
Just a
shield
question.
guy.
Yeah, so do you see the progression as like you just start from nothing to everything, or you lost that thing like it was before?
I lost it, but in a sense that I don't feel powerful when I upgraded everything. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like, yes, there is a difference. Like, from the rusty sword to like the soul eater at max power, there is a difference when I start killing regular enemies, but it wasn't as before. I remember in the
You
previous
were
build-
one-shotting them.
Yeah,
You were
In the
one-shotting them.
yes. Like in the previous build, the soul eater max powered, I run into 10 of those regular lizard men and they just evaporate.
And you like that, right?
Yeah, that especially that would work with the current version of the boss fight. Like, that would work because even if you spawn like a circle of enemies, you just spin to win, you Beyblade around them, and you just delete them, and you can continue focusing on the boss. But currently, I feel weaker than I was before.
No, we said that before it was like too easy for like
Yeah.
killing. Like
It's like a
we
lot of
tried to
people
make
were-
gameplay harder for
Yeah, a lot of people
hardcore
were
players.
complaining that people like I'm just like one-shotting everything, and the second thing I'm just like hitting them 10 times. Like, they didn't like that, so we did like rebalancing for something like you will be really powerful if you upgrade everything, like really, but you won't one-shot the enemies. Like, it's gonna be
Also,
something
before you like
less.
when you one shot everyone, you losing the attention to the game. Like you just lose the focus. You're killing them and like don't give them some matter. Like,
As I said, I still feel weaker, but the balancing around the regular enemies is fine. It's all right. The number of them, the way they still attack, that's all again good. But for the boss is just too much. Too much bullet hell, too much attacks, and too many random mobs around them that just attack you constantly, and you can't even focus on the boss.
Just a question. So you feel weaker in the boss fight, right? Like in boss
Yes.
fights mostly.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Like as I said, I can jump in right now. I can go like into a run, and the first two enemies with the maxed powered like sight, I can just hold left click and delete the one guy in like one set of 6 attacks. That's fine. Previously, I would be like, I swing once and he's dead. Like, that was the previous version. That was like too powerful. I agree.
yes.
But with this, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I just hold the button, it dies. It's fine. The rest of the enemies as well. Like, the gun is actually one of the most powerful weapons in the game, currently. Because it deals 1 point of damage, and if you get all the upgrades like the penetration, the ricochet, I could just shoot into a crowd and just
Yes,
delete
yes,
enemies.
It's pretty imbalanced.
No, actually, it's pretty good because you get him from the beginning of the game, and you can keep. You don't really need any other weapons. As I said, people like when they can find something powerful and deal with that. some of the things that I have, like for the shield guy, that was in the previous version as well, he just tanks the elemental damage, like poison, fire, whatever I toss at him, he just ignores the damage, which is not alright. Like if you,
it's horrible.
Yeah, if you can't go around him, if you can't, like, if I take what is it, the strife, and like teleport behind him and can't hit him like that, then he should at least take some small like poison damage if I manage to hit him, because that way I can hit him, maybe run away. Like I can use the rusty sword and maybe pass this level by doing that. Also, one of the biggest things I have, can you please, for the love of all that is decent, tell me what each of these does? I know what the sight ability does. What does the ship captain's ring do?
It's when you touch the enemy, it gives him the poison effect. Slows down everything now.
Alright. The secret artifact?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Nah, I don't remember. Not gonna lie.
No. That's brilliant. That's great. Like, usually when games give out this, some things you can figure out. Like I figured out the sight ability by playing, but I would never figure out that Captain's Ring does that. Like I would never notice that. There needs to be some kind of either like a in-game codex that once I pick up one of these, I can go to the codex and like look around and read what it does. Or once I pick it up, like if I pick up the Captain's Ring, when I hover lower, or like if I press, I don't know, tab, to pop up an information sheet of what I have in upgrades and what I have in the turn of the abilities, because that's gonna affect people's build crafting basically as they do a run. If they don't know what each of these does, how am I gonna figure out, you know, what can I do?
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's just, like, what could I call it? Quality of life, just ability to see. Like here, I can. Oh yeah, the cannot shoot message when I'm trying to swing when this little guy hits me is kind of funny. I don't know if that's a bug or
it's an old thing. We didn't we didn't have like mostly swords before. We had only guns.
No. Like he hits me, I cannot shoot. Well, I'm trying to swing my my sword, not shoot you. I just died for this. Because the runs here are pretty quick and pretty good. Also, one of the design changes, not design changes, the design choices. I don't know what the plan is for the next, like for the other levels after the boss, but when I played the first time, when you kill the boss, everybody aggroes around you and they kill you. So basically resetting you to the beginning. That is also something that's not really fun, because when you kind of pick up a few things, you want to keep doing the run, because there is like only 3 levels now. First level you get one of the main abilities, the second one you can get either one buff or one key or one weapon, and again on the third one you also can either get a weapon or a buff depending on the RNG. But that doesn't feel like you can stack up a lot of different buffs or different powers, because you have so few levels and you fight a boss and then you die and you kind of start over. So that's, I don't know, that's I think maybe just your design choices.
Yeah.
Because I get it. I did manage to unlock the flesh door and fight the worm, and then after I killed the worm, 2 more showed up.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's a very old thing. We didn't touch the worms for like 6 or 7 weeks or something. Yeah.
Like the thing is, I see this game as being actually really fun. I even saw like Asmongold play a few days ago the new Kill Knight, I think was the game, which is Asmongold.
Who's that?
He's a really big streamer and YouTuber.
Who was playing our game?
No, not your game.
Oh,
not your
sorry.
Game. He was playing. He was playing a completely other game, but it was also a roguelite, kind of in a similar vein of difficulty as your game. It had more complex mechanics, like a lot of different mechanics that even I, when I saw him play, was like, okay, this is a little bit overloading with stuff you can do.
Mhm.
But like even somebody as big as him can go play a random indie game that is a roguelite, and this game might even have potential for that, either for this difficulty or for this
Mhm.
style and the chance of being really cool looking, if nothing else. But the balancing needs a little bit of work because players still need to have feel that they are progressing in power by either upgrading themselves through just playing the game, getting credits, dying, coming back, upgrading, and doing the whole loop, or like that the bosses are fair to a point. Like the original Worm boss, it was difficult. It really was. It took me a lot to beat him, but after you figure out how to, and with the help of the NPCs that are there, it was doable. The boss, the current boss of the name, just of the boss of the dungeon, the run, is not doable. Like I've tried it a bunch of times, and it just either because he spawns a lot of enemies, and even if I swing and kill them, they get a few hits in, or actually because of the balance that you've changed with the abilities. If I remember well, the original one you can get up to 10 health, and now you can get up to 5 only. The speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that is also a thing that helps with the balance. Is if the player has a lot of health, then if they make mistakes, they can still survive and continue on. It's not like, oh, I got hit 3 times, I died. Let's start again. And some of the abilities here are like the heal in a room. The medkit on like level 1 finish, you get 2 instead of 1, which is kind of pointless because it heals you for 10 and you have 5 HP.
It's an old thing. Yeah, we do have the same thing. We just didn't fix it.
Yeah. So it's basically that. It's still. I guess I get it. It's still alpha. It's still work in progress. And like the strafe has 2 like upgrades you can buy. Shield has 1. The Harbinger has none. One of the best upgrades is basically the melee bullet strike, where you destroy bullets. That's a lifesaver. The moment I got that, actually that was the first thing I got when I started this run, because I already know how the difficulty ramps up. Just like adds either more to the ability of the player to upgrade themselves, like just pure balls to the wall damage, balls to the wall upgrading. You can increase the price, so I don't upgrade from like a weapon from a level 1 to level 5 with just 100 points or 500 points, maybe, like upgrade it more, but still make it that it actually is an upgrade, that it actually is a tangible upgrade. One of the best things I personally like in a lot of games is when you can visibly notice that hitting an enemy that was difficult previously is easier, or like you're hitting it with more damage after you do spend some time either grinding or upgrading stuff. And usually it's grinding and then upgrading stuff.
Okay.
Because as I said, first time I played, I think I was just upgrading the sword a little bit, or like to the max, then upgrading Morningstar to the max, and then the katana to the max, and then I kind of experienced the progression with that. Now I just pick the sword, got the other ones just so I can kill faster, and then upgraded the Soul Eater to the max without doing much with the others. I was just like, sure, I just went to the Soul Eater because it was the best weapon in the game. Also, the sniper rifle is... oh boy, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, we're gonna make it much stronger.
It's a charge thing that does 1 damage. That's the saddest thing. Because
Okay, yeah.
it's not as like it's a laser or something, but it has 1 damage. You need to charge it to get to that 1 damage. While I have a pistol that shoots 3 bullets, 1 damage each, and I have a clip size of 6, while the sniper is clip size 1. It doesn't spark legendary in the name.
Yeah. I see.
Like the progression should be, you are actually getting a better weapon. The best range weapon actually is the grenade launcher. 3 damage, even though it's clip size 1, you don't care. You just blow up everything and then pick up another gun, or not a gun, another bullet, and then blow up everything else. Like this, I again says, the visual style, the look and feel, the game is beautiful. It just needs the balance for it to actually feel with the players. Like the players that feel, yeah, I died, but I collected enough to get an upgrade. Now when I come back, I will do more damage to the enemy and get through some of the lower levels faster, and then I can go fight the guy that killed me and get to him and progress further. That's the experience I actually had in the previous version, especially with the heavy machine gunner. I was constantly dying, but through the previous rooms, I gotten through them faster and faster because I upgraded each time, except for the shield guys, but that's a change for the better now. So that's the experience I had. So when I die on the heavy machine gun, okay, fine, I can get to him faster, maybe get different drops from like the random loot chests, maybe get a better weapon, and get through him quicker. After that, the main boss was easier because I think it had less HP, or I had more damage. I think it was that I had more damage, and I just went through him once, went through him twice, and unlocked the special door.
Okay.
How big is your team, actually?
3 people.
Yeah, it's amazing what such small dev teams can do. I play a lot of, as I said, indie games for the Demo Alley show, and more than once it's like, oh, this game is developed by 1 person or 2 people or however much, and they are really, really good. Like, I'm amazed, honestly.
Alright.
Anything else I can do to help in any way?
Oh, we can just did you like have a gameplay of a new version, the 3rd one?
Yes. I have the video, and I'll splice our conversation into it, and I can upload it as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can use that, right? Steam like broadcast thing.
Yeah. I'm alright with that. Just shout out or leave the video so I can shout out myself.
Okay. Sorry, you say what? We will like include your name, of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry. No. Can you like when you upload your YouTube video? Can you just add something like your name under somewhere so we can upload that? Just just downloading that and uploading.
I mean, just a link to the channel is fine enough. The channel must grow as spice must flow and all that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, good luck, guys. As I said, I'm really interested in the game, and any plans for release?
Of course, we just a question for now. Do you think it's looking professional enough, or how do you think it's
the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, visual style, the look, the UI is the general
UI is horrible.
No. The general UI is actually good. Like the general UI of stuff, there is not too much on the center of the screen. Like everything is to the sides, which is good because you don't need distractions when there's bullet hell and enemies around you. There are some visual glitches with the shield guy where he doesn't, like, he pulls out two swords and jumps at you, but sometimes he doesn't. Like he just shield bashes you, which is fine. That's like an animation bug. The only issue with the UI is probably the shop. It doesn't have its I call it kind of identity. Like everything has a special kind of identity that is tied to the whole idea of the game.
Yeah. Okay.
But the shop is kind of generic and too generic. It's like opening a terminal at a Fallout game or something. But, I noticed the addition of the squares behind, like the names and all that, and it's too simplistic. It's like I'm not opening anything inside the game. I'm just opening something outside. That's a similar thing I had like with Vampire Survivors, if I remember well. When they are kind of like pop-up shows up for the skills, it's like you're playing a fantasy game and suddenly there's like fanfare and explosions and fireworks, and it's like you're opening a giant present, and it's like, what? Like there is no like visual identity with the game, while everything here is really H.R. Geiger almost.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. That's one of the first reasons I kind of picked up the game, because it was like, oh wait, this looks very H.R. Geigerish. I want to try this out. So then the UI should kind of have that. Also, add an exit button at the start menu.
Yeah, we will. Of course, we will.
I have to Alt F4 each time. Like I'm stuck in the game. But yeah, that stuff, like, either a save game or multiple save slots so people can, start over again or give it to a friend, or that's the stuff that you develop along the way or already have in the pipeline. As I said, I like the upgrade that you can switch to a gun. That's great. Maybe the only issue I noticed with the controls is you need to, I think in the tutorial it even says it differently. Yeah, it still keeps the right mouse button as ranged, while it's like hold right and then shoot. I think it would be much faster if you just just click to shoot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I understand. We'll just keep that because people wanted us to keep so they can like play more precise.
Yeah, that's also good. Sometimes if you just want to hold aim and then shoot, well, you already have the mouse that is doing the aim. I'm just swinging everywhere when I'm panicking. But yeah, I just wanted to chat a little bit, and thank you for the interview. Like, I never done this actually before, and I was really like, am I playing the wrong version again, or is this right? Because you told me it's balanced. I'm like, no, but it isn't. I'm not. It's not getting any better. And I restarted just to check it out again. And
so you restarted. It was rebalanced, right? Or it was the same?
Yeah, it was rebalanced. It was completely different than the previous one, the video where the boss had 200 health, and it was completely. I started from the beginning. I deleted everything and started from the beginning.
And so now it's better, right? Or it's what are you gonna say?
As I said, the progression through the levels is better because. The starter, 2 enemies, that's all fine. The shield guy turning into a mini boss instead of being just annoying enemies, because it's horrible. Not. The design is okay. The fact that you need to wait him to attack is kind of okay, but there were too many of them, and they weren't a threat before. Like, they were absolutely not a threat. If I could, like, as I said, if you could strafe behind them and then attack them, or like give them a poison debuff and then that also sticks, then it would be more manageable in terms of like you can deal with them quickly and continue on. Previous times I was, you know, wasting time just waiting for them because they have really poor AI, and like you wait for them to approach you and then attack you, like jump at you, and all you need to do to avoid them is just walk backwards. You don't even need to strafe, and then you hit them. And I had a problem when you have those spinning balls that constantly do damage around you. I had a problem with the regular shield guy before because he would literally not attack me because he was being constantly struck by the ball and reset his state. He would reset into like defense state, and he wouldn't attack me. So I was wasting time even with that. Now that he's like kind of a mini boss, he's still annoying but manageable. And when I buffed the site, it's he's a mini boss, sure, that's fine. And the heavy gunner is also well rebalanced now. In tight spaces he's a dangerous threat, but if you drag him into like an open area, you can kite around him fast enough so he doesn't shoot you, and you still need to be a little bit careful. But the thing that also is that I noticed about all of the melee weapons, they have a drag, like you're constantly moving forward, and a lot. That might need to be a little bit reduced, because when I'm fighting like a big boss at the end, I want to keep distance so he doesn't, so I don't run into him to swipe me, but I still have range. So I either need to click once and run away, which is just, kind of annoying to do constantly, or I hold and use like the sight, and I just approach him and he hits me just by me running up into him. So that kind of a drag is difficult to control, especially if you're running away from enemies and like trying to hit them, especially when he spawns a lot of enemies, or you are in a tight corridor with a lot of enemies. You wanna like run backwards and hit, or like swing. So, and the only thing that happens is you're either standing in place because you're offsetting the move forward with the move back, or if you hold, you're just moving forward, and if you don't kill them fast enough, they just hit you anyway. Like, I've had the gunners shoot at me because I couldn't delete their bullets because they were on the other side of my sight, basically, the hitbox. Or the little jellyfish have become even more difficult because I want to keep away from them when I'm killing them, but I'm approaching them when I'm hitting them. So that's kind of like you're fighting yourself basically when you're doing that, from what I noticed. And not that many games have that, like, that have melee attacks have that much of a drag forward when you're swinging. It's usually either right in front, which with no swing, or like tiny amounts of approaching the enemy as you swing. But yeah, the balancing is alright, except the boss. The boss was kind of overbalanced.
He's now too weak, right? He's now too weak or something?
No, he's too powerful.
Right now, like, he's 100 HP only. Like...
Yeah, he's way too powerful. I could only drag him maybe down to 70 before he killed me.
Okay.
Like, when like, you can delete his bullet hell with your swinging, that's alright. But the 3 swords he sends out are way too deadly. The thing is, I could maybe manage him if I had 10 health, but with the 5 health he kind of goes through my health bar pretty quickly. And when he spawns a lot of other enemies around, they can, get cheap shots at me, or like put me in a position that I get hit by the boss. Like, I think he does a little bit too much damage, and he's having a little bit too much health. Maybe not you don't need to maybe halve it by 50, but maybe like 75 and all that. Also, what is this chest that is in the starter area that requires keys?
Oh, it's you have to open them to get some interesting secret stuff.
And what keys do you use for that?
Oh, I think we didn't add them right now. We're just working on them right
Okay,
now, I
okay.
think.
Because like even if I collected the keys and killed the boss, I would die and lose the keys that the starter keys that you get basically.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason. Kind of like when you defeat the boss, the first one, and you go into the gates that you open, you kind of go into those gates without any buffs that you previously collected, and that's kind of the design thing that I was gonna ask about. Like, was that planned, or is this just like for the alpha version to showcase like, oh, we have this different kind of bosses and arenas and stuff can happen? Because that's kind of an annoying thing. If you finish a run, have a good set of upgrades and builds, and the boss, even after you defeat the boss, the game kills you, which not many players like. Like, if you die on your own merits and because you fucked up on your own, that's fine. But if like the game puts you in a state where it actually kills you on purpose, and then after that you need to fight this worm boss without any of the upgrades except for the weapon upgrades that you bought, or like the starter stuff, so without the sight skill, without the spinning ball, without the strafe, it makes the fight unfairly difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Understandable.
If like you defeated the first boss and everybody else like that was around runs away in fear because you defeated the big bad, and then you just teleport back into the starter area and then continue your run by defeating the worm boss and all the other stuff, that maybe that's a little bit better, but it's debatable. I'm not a level designer. This is just how I would think this kind of game would run, which is either some kind of a checkpoint system, or after you clear an area, or just you continue runs like the Hades game usually. Because Hades also kills you, but it kills you at the very end of the run. Like after you defeat a number of bosses, after you pass through all of the layers of hell, and you get out, and then the game kind of kills you because that's the story mechanic of it. Here, if you need to die after each boss run and lose everything, the upgrades for the weapons that are currently here in this dude is pretty cool. It buffs you a lot. So like the abilities you pick up during the run are just icing on the cake, basically. But it's still, to some people, it might be annoying that you lose stuff and then you go into a boss fight without anything.
Okay.
So yeah, the rebalancing is pretty decent. As I said, the only issue is if you rebalance the weapons and things, then rebalance the fact that you're actually getting some buffs when you buy the upgrades, because some weapons, they don't give you anything. Like literally you can buy an upgrade and let's say the grenade launcher from level 2 to 3, it says damage from 3 to 3, clip size from 1 to 1. It changes nothing. So that the boss fight a little bit less health and a little bit more less enemies, and it's gonna be fair.
Okay.
Because it is good. It's pretty nice bullet hell boss. I like it, but it's
We're gonna make it weaker, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, maybe. I don't know. As I said, I play a lot of games, so I'm not like Elden Ring or Souls-like level of trained professional. Maybe to some people it's still gonna be weaker. I would be surprised. But for now, this is just a pretty great game, and I want it to be accessible to a lot of players to play and to enjoy. There is always a possibility of adding difficulty levels, but that's more work for you guys.
Of course, yeah. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for this as well. I quite enjoyed this and to look at you in your side of the development.
Yeah, thank you. We will we will add everything and just upload your video, and we going to upload it to Stream Next Fest. Just right now we have like late time, so we just go sleep.
Oh yeah,
That's why
yeah.
our programmers went.
Same,
out.
same. It's it's very late over here, so I'll put it up for rendering and uploading, and I'll message you when it's done.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And so, those are the developers of Fleshinsane, and I wish them good luck for developing of the game and publishing, and especially finding the publisher for the game. I had a few friends that were doing some game publishing here, and in my neck of the woods there are a lot of actually game development studios, and I've heard about the publishing woes, so I wish them as less as possible, and so they can find one as quickly as possible, because the visual style, the visual idea, the whole idea of the game is great. Just a little bit of rebalancing, and people will always cry for rebalancing. We have Helldivers 2 issue to showcase for that. In any case, thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking around. This kind of a little bit longer episode, but we had an interview, I had to play the game, I even had a little bit of my rant, and yeah, hope to see you at the Steam Next Fest, and as always, remember, you can check out this live on Twitch at /bypenandpaper, /bypenandpaper, or you can check out the YouTube channel, YouTube at /bypenandpaper. Until next time, as always, it's the stories that we play. See ya.